Hello and welcome back to the Sports Centre YouTube channel. Have you subscribed to the video? If not, why not? Get over there and hit that subscribe button right now. Right, without further ado, let's get into the video. So, for those of you who saw my last video, basically, it was a bit of a kind of assessment on current affairs in terms of international football, particularly England. Obviously, given that I'm English, I'm an England fan. I'm just kind of falling out of love with it a little bit. I'm just sick of playing these shit teams. And look, it's difficult. It's a catch-22 because we'll take Andorra, for example. We played Andorra, Saturday just gone. We won 2-0. I think we had 83% possession, something like that. It's fucking ridiculous. And it's tough for anyone who thinks that just chuck all your attacking players on, let them do the thing. We should go smoke these guys 4-5, 6-0. Football don't work like that, I'm afraid. Anyone who's got half a brain, who understands football and who has played football, not even at the highest level, but at a decent level, you'll understand that when you're playing a team that basically comes to purely defend and not to attack, it's so difficult. It's so difficult to play in between the lines, to find any space. And I watched most of the game for, I think I watched an hour, and I had to do something, so I watched the first hour. I thought England did all right with what they had in front of them. That's my assessment of it. You know, was we good? Not really. Was we bad? No. We did a job that needed to be done, and I dare say that if England would have been better, a little bit tactically, but also better clinically in taking the chances, we would have won that game by 4-0 easily. And the reason I say tactically, because I think most managers these days are fixated, and Roy Keane, I only saw a clip of this on YouTube, so I didn't know at the time that he said this, but I was watching the game, and Andorra were compact. They were compact, defending within the width of the 18-yard box, so doesn't take a rocket science to know where's the space. Wide. Get your wingers, Rashford and Eberechi. If tuck them in, get your fullbacks on the overload the box with, you've got, obviously, depending on which side they're coming at, Rashford or Madueke attacking the back post. You've got Harry Kane in there. You get your 2, your 8 and your 10, because we were playing with a 6 as well in Elliot Anderson, so we had protection there. And Andorra wasn't offering anyway, so you can even push Anderson right up to the edge of the box, picking up any second balls that come down, flood the box with England players, take risks, get the ball in the box. And England wasn't doing that. They had loads of chances to deliver early crosses. And I think there was one. It was Lewis Skelly. I think it was round. I think it was 0-0 at the time. He whipped a ball in early, and you could tell straight away what the tactics were, because it was a great ball to the back stick. And if Harry Kane would have anticipated it quicker and actually attacked his man, he would have had the run and the jump to be able to attack the ball and probably get a good header on goal. But he wasn't expecting it. And he just stood at the back stick, pretty static, and just put his hand up to kind of acknowledge that it was a good ball. And I thought, I'm not an international football level manager, but I could see that was the way we was going to beat these. We was going to beat Andorra, was keep the ball wide, get the crosses in. A bit of an old school fucking trick, but there was no space to play football. And both goals pretty much came. I know one of the crosses from Madueke for the first goal was inside the box, but the second half, we scored early. Got the ball wide. Reece James, who, to me, honestly, I think this guy is overrated. Don't get me wrong. He's a decent footballer, but that's it. He's a decent footballer. How he's getting that team above Trent Alexander-Arnold is fucking amazing. He's so overrated. So overrated. Anyway, we're not to talk about that. We're going to talk about England. And anyway, yes, he put in a great cross early in the second half. Declan Rice, he was playing in the 8, overloaded the box, simple header, 2-0, pretty much game over. And I was like, oh my God, just keep doing it. Just keep doing that. You've proved twice that it's working. But we didn't. We kept trying to play through the lines, and I get it. You want to play this free-flowing football, but sometimes you've got to adapt to the opposition. And Tom Tuchel has come under a bit of criticism in the media for it, which I think is a little bit harsh because, again, I allude to the fact that it's difficult. It's so difficult for anyone who understands it will know and will concur with me here that it's so difficult to play against a team that does not come out and just purely defends and defends and defends for 90 minutes flat out. And that's what Andorra came to do. But was Tuchel right in him calling out players? This is what I want to get to. I've heard a lot of things on the radio this morning as I was driving to the gym about, well, he shouldn't be calling them out in the media, he should be doing it behind closed doors and this and that. I don't think he really called out anyone, though, did he? He basically said, and he alluded to, I think it was 2 or 3 players. Madueke was one. He mentioned something about Rashford. I thought Madueke was pretty decent, by the way. I'm a big fan of him. I think Arsenal have got a great signing there, a really good sign. I'm surprised that Chelsea let him go because I think he's class and going to be class. He mentioned about Rashford, who to me I'm thinking, how is he getting in that team of Anthony Gordon? No idea. But anyway, and Eberechi Eze was the one that really came under the microscope in terms of what Tuchel had to say. Now I've got his quotes here. He said, "I think we missed some little moments to accelerate the game." This was about Eze. "Maybe Eberechi Eze did not have the best days as the number 10 in the number 10 position. He trained well, but struggled a bit with his decision making." Interesting. Now, to me, you think about this. England's number 10 is Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham's fucking class. You ain't getting in front of Jude Bellingham. This was Eze's chance. And it's difficult against those low block teams to play in between the lines of the midfield and the defence. It's so difficult because there's no space to operate. But as he found himself in a couple of little pockets, the first half, he found himself on the edge of the box, took a touch left foot, hit a shot right foot, it got a deflection and went to the goalkeeper. Maybe should have done a little better there. Maybe could have slid Harry Kane in, potentially. But the second half was the one, wasn't it, where he had the chance where he got the ball pulled back to him. It might have been Madueke that pulled the ball back to him. I can't really remember off the top of my head. And he had a shot, keeper saved, but he should have been scoring, really. A guy of his talents should have been scoring. And I don't think the criticism was as harsh as what everyone is making out, if I'm honest. I don't think he dug him out in any way. The manager just gave a pretty much a simple assessment of what he saw. And I think he also went on, Tuchel, to say something about he had a couple of chances that I'm guessing it was meaning the ones that I've just alluded to there. I don't mind that. I don't mind the manager coming out. He didn't dig him out. He didn't say he had a shocking game. He did this, he did that. He basically said he didn't have the best game. His decision-making could have been better. On another day, he might have got a couple of goals. Like I say, he mentioned something about Madueke and Rashford as well, but the media seems to be having a little bit of a frenzy about what Tuchel has said to Eze. But maybe that's what he needs. Maybe he needs a block, because that was a chance for Eze on Saturday to prove to Tuchel that he's worthy of knocking on his door, if you like, and saying, look, I know Jude Bellingham's in front of me, but I'm here. I can play off the left. I can maybe play off the right. I'm available. I'm ready. You've seen what I can do. And whilst I don't necessarily think Tuchel said anything bad about him, I do think Eze missed a trick a little bit by not grasping these opportunities, because he won't get that many of them. He will be an England substitute more than likely. When England's best 11 is on the field, I dare say he will be a substitute more often than not, because it's either going to be Rashford or Gordon on the left. Harry Kane's going to play up top. You've got Saka, if he's fit, playing on the right. If not, maybe Madueke is going to play now. If Saka's not fit, and Jude Bellingham is going to play as the number 10. You've also got the likes of Phil Foden to kind of chuck in that mix as well. So he should have done better. The manager's right. He should have done better. He should have grasped that opportunity a little bit better. And yeah, I think Eze will probably look at it, and he's a professional footballer. The guy's a grown man. I don't think he'll take it to heart what the manager said. I think he'll use it he'll use it, or he should use it, should I say, as ammunition to do better next time. He might get the nod in the next game that England are going to play this coming week, and we shall see. But let me know what you guys think. What do you think of England's performance all round? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it pretty much what you expected as it was me? And what did you think about the manager's comments about Eberechi Eze? Do you think they were fair, or do you really just not care and you just want fucking the international break to be over and the Premier League to be back? Let me know in the comments, guys, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like the video. I'll catch you in a bit.